Hey guys, happy Thursday. It is auction day. I'm actually at the courthouse, you guys. You know I try to get footage when I'm at the courthouse. So it is June 27th. I had one property go up for auction today. It sold. Oh yeah, you guys, I'm Ashley Pickens, your auction mama I'm in Mississippi today, you guys. So I've been in real estate since 2006 and as a real estate agent, real estate broker, but today I am auctioning, boom, at the courthouse, you guys. So a couple things to remember when coming to the courthouse to auction. Well, for an auction, you guys. It was a guy here who didn't know like anything about auctioning. So real quick, when it comes to auctioning at the courthouse, you guys, you have to make sure to always do a title search on any property that you buy. Do a title search. You can buy the wrong lien. Also, you have to bring certified funds in the complete amount of the property. So you can't go to the bank. You can't do any of that. So the property opening bid was $102,829. And yeah, I don't know where to look. I don't know if I'm supposed to look right here, if I'm supposed to look over here. Y'all know and it sold for $141,000. So about 5 bidders. Nice property. I think it was worth about $200,000. So just be mindful. Drive by. People can still live in the property. You have to evict them. If people are living in the property at the auction, you are buying blind. You are bidding blind. You cannot see the inside of that property before you bid. So just a little, footage from the courthouse. I can't get footage and bid at the same time, you guys. So, all right, at the courthouse. Boom. Okay, you guys, I am back from the auction. You guys, let's go over some foreclosure numbers. Like, I do this video every month, you guys. HUD puts out their survey once a month discussing like home ownership, mortgage insecurities, people who are late paying their mortgage each month. So let's jump into these numbers. Keep in mind there's always a lag, right? When interest rates go up, it's a lag. The effect of it is a lag in the economy, right? We don't know actual unemployment numbers until months. You know what I mean? There's always a lag. There's always a delay. It's always a delay. So let's talk about housing insecurities, right? So let's go back so we can all be on the same page. May's numbers, right? So it says there are approximately 11.4% or 5.2 million renter households were behind on their rental payments, okay? So an estimated 4.1% or 1.87 million renter households feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. So this is May, okay? Because I want us to know where we are for these latest numbers, okay? So it also says approximately 5.7% or 4.67 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payment, which is up from 4.8% or 4.0 million year over year. An estimated 1.3% or 1.07 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. Okay, so that's May. Now let's talk about these new numbers. Like I've always said, you guys, this is a housing survey, right? These are not accurate numbers. We know who got the accurate numbers, right? They need to ask some of these mortgage servicers, Mr. Cooper, Bank of America. They know the accurate numbers, right? Because like I said, I've been following this report for years and they have never asked me about my mortgage. They asked y'all. Let me know if y'all filled out the report because they ain't never asked me, okay? But I guess the 4 million people they interviewed agreed, right? Said they were behind. So let's catch up to now. The report just came out a couple days ago. You guys, today is July 6th. This report just came out, I think, yesterday because I watch it real close. I know it comes out at the beginning of the month. So let's jump into the latest numbers. This is June's report. It shows that approximately 11.1% or 5.1 million renter households were behind on their rental payments. It says it's down from 12.4. So we had 11.1. It was 12.4 the last month, the previous month, or 5.7 million 1 year ago. An estimated 4.4% or 2.03 million renter households feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. Y'all, still renters behind? I guess it is. I guess if homeowners are behind, I guess renters are behind too. You know what I mean? I just know there was just so much assistance for renters. So to hear that, 5.1 million, with an M, million renter households were behind on their rental payments last month. You know what I mean? 5.1 million. Yeah, that's a lot. Approximately 5.3% or 4.35 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments last month, up from 4.9% or 4.08 million year over year. An estimated 1.28% or 1.05 million homeowners feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. So this survey says we have 4.35 million homeowners and 5.1 million renters were behind on their payments. So that's like almost 10 million people were behind on their housing payments last month. Again, this is a survey. Again, if you ask me, you got to multiply by 2. I'm just going to be completely honest about that. You got to multiply by 2 when it comes to these numbers. So, do I believe that 4.3 million homeowners are behind? Absolutely. And I believe it's more than that. I believe it's more than that. I helped a lady last week who was up for auction, right? I always tell people, I tell everybody in the mentorship, I have never seen, nobody has ever called me 3 months behind on their mortgage. Most people right now that are behind on their mortgage are behind like a year or 2 years. That's who I have never had anybody call me and say, I just got behind, I'm about to catch up. It's, I haven't paid since last year. These past due balances on these mortgage statements are like $30,000 and $40,000 past due. So, multiply by 2 is all I'm saying. It's a lot of people who have not paid. It's a lot of people who are not in foreclosure, right? And have just not paid. And I'm seeing, because you know, guys, I'm an auctioneer, right? I auction at the courthouse. So, banks, it does not seem like banks are really trying to foreclose on people, right? They are just letting, at this point, like most people have exhausted every single option that they could exhaust. Modification, refinance, forbearance. You know what I mean? Everybody's already gone through that process. And I think people are just like sitting ducks, right? They're just sitting and waiting to see what the bank is going to do, or sitting and waiting for their auction date. Like I've said before, I said it on Travis's channel. Shout out to everybody who was here from Travis' channel. You know, he's amazing. Shout out to Travis. Like I was saying, a lot of people, I think, you know, after you haven't paid for so long and there's nothing has happened, like there's been no consequences, you kind of get complacent, right? You get complacent in the not paying until you look up and your house is scheduled for auction in 30 days, right? And then you like, wait, what? Or you might not even believe that your house is really going up for auction, right? It hasn't gone in a year, 2 years. You haven't paid in 2 years and nothing has happened. But like the lady I had, she called me the day of her auction, 2 hours before her auction, you guys. 2 hours. And her house went up for auction. And she was just like, I can't believe I was such an idiot, right? Like, I just, you know, I don't know. I have sympathy for all these people, right? There's no judgment coming from me at all, right? I know life can punch everybody in the face. It's punched me in the face before. But you know, people just, I don't know. I think some people might start walking away. Hopefully people will try to sell if they can sell. But y'all know what the market is looking like right now. Houses are sitting on the market. It's a whole lot of price reductions. You know what I mean? So if you're in foreclosure and you need to sell quickly, this ain't the market to really sell quickly, right? You got to price it right, you know, and a lot of people in foreclosure need repairs, right? So you're not going to be the first person your traditional home buyer looks at. So you might have to sell it to an investor for less, you know. But if you are in foreclosure, and I know I have people who watch here who are in foreclosure, you know, do what's best for you. Do what's best for you, right? I would always advise to sell your house instead of letting it go up for auction, right? You can stay in control. You can set that closing date, you know, those type of things. Once your house goes up for auction, you know, it's just, you know, you got the foreclosure on your credit. You know, just try to stay in control. You know what I mean? Communicate with your lender. That's what I always say. Talk to the people, because they're really not trying to foreclose, you guys. I'm your auction mama, and a lot of my auctions are getting postponed, right? So these banks are trying to work with people, because I feel like when they flip the switch on foreclosures, like, it's just going to be a avalanche. So they're really giving people time. So if you're behind, use this time wisely. You know what I mean? Make your moves. You know, if you got to put your house on the market, put your house on the market. Do what you got to do, right? Don't be like that lady who called me, right? 2 hours before her auction, and I can't say 2 hours before your auction. So, you know, but the numbers are out, you guys. It is 5.1 million renter households and 4.35 million homeowners behind on payments. And like I said, the food bank line is so long. I see unemployment is going up. You know, just do what you have to do. You know what I mean? And Jerome Powell's standing on business. He said what he said, right? He was raising those rates. He said American households were going to feel some pain. That's what he said. So, and I know they're talking rate cuts again, right? They're expecting a rate cut in September. Nobody knows when they're cutting rates. Listen to me. Every time Jerome get up there, somebody going to analyze what he says, and then they're going to interpret it, flip it, spin it, and then come back and say, we're anticipating a rate cut. Y'all, we were promised like 5 rate cuts last year. Shout out to all the people who were promised that they could buy now, date the rate, marry the house, and still waiting. That's still dating. Still dating that rate, right? It better be a committed relationship at this point. You know what I mean? But nobody knows. Nobody knows when the rates. Everybody predicts. History has shown, looking at analytics, based on this, we expect him to cut. Y'all, that expect, listen to your auction mama. Nobody knows, right? So save your coins, cut back on your expenses, pay down some bills if you have to. If you don't want to put your money in the bank, put it up under your mattress, put it in a shoebox, do whatever you got to do, right? And you got to take care of your family. That's what you do. That's what we know. That's what we do know, right? You got to take care of yourselves, right? So those are the numbers. Again, it's a housing survey. Again, they ain't never asked me if I paid my mortgage on time, right? So multiply by 2. Multiply by 2, right? Shout out to everybody who tunes in with me on Sundays. I will be live. If you're watching this, I'll be live on Sunday, you guys. I'm live every Sunday right here on YouTube, 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley. At Instagram, you guys, shout out to everybody who is in the mentorship. You know, this is the last mentorship for 2024. I have extended it. It will run all the way through the end of summer. So it's like a 16-week mentorship. Foreclosure, if you want to reach out to homeowners in distress, if you're looking for another, you know, stream, especially if you're a real estate agent, real estate investors, I got all of them. So shout out. You can still sign up, you guys. We meet every other Wednesday. All the links are down below. All the links are down below, you guys. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And you all take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you in the next